Hey, Robin at Toadstool Tarot here. If you're like me, you're going a little bit stir crazy, practically camping out by the mailbox, waiting for the mailman to deliver your tarot decks. Oh my. Most of the ones that I've recently ordered are independent, so they take a lot longer to show up in the mail than the Amazon fulfillment warehouse. I have been working on my own deck, though. I think I showed you some of the images in a recent live cast, and I have ordered a couple of variations on the deck in the mail that are on their way. I think production is done, but God knows how long it'll take them to get here. In the meantime, I have other tools at my ready in case I decide to do some more, try something else. I usually do my drawings on the 6 by 8 inch blank index cards. You get quite a few in a stack, and I ordered a triple stack of bunches of cards. I don't know how many cards are in a stack, but that should keep me going for a while. If you're using makeplayingcards.com to pour your images into, make sure to leave a lot of extra space around the image for a bleed, because the template lets you zoom in closer, but it doesn't let you zoom out. So if you're doing your whole card, you want to make sure that the border, all the edges of your image are small enough that they will fit into the image, and if they're too small, you can expand and zoom in on them, but if they're too big, they'll run off the edge of the card. It's a little bit tricky using the templates. Which brings me to a couple of other things. I ordered and a couple days ago from the Amazon Fulfillment Center a couple of copies of blank tarot decks. You can get these, I think they're about 9 and change a piece. Blank cards. So, it's the typical number of cards in a deck. I probably should have ordered more than 2 if I decide I want to draw a 78 card deck. I need more room for error than just like one extra copy. But I might just sort of try to do some sketches on some other cards or something, and then copy or transfer once I decide on a sketch I like. But I was curious to see, how these work to draw on. I don't know if I'm going to use Sharpies or pens or paints or what I'm going to do. But I thought, since this is sort of the right proportion for a tarot card, that if I draw right on here, when I scan them on my scanner, they would fit pretty readily into the templates. I wouldn't have to change much. So I don't know if that's going to be a help or a hindrance, but it's kind of fun to have those. I also ordered this tarot coloring book from Teresa Reed. And this one has in it images of all of the cards in Pixie's deck that you can color. And I thought what I might do is tear the pages out and scan them, and then color them and rearrange the designs and work from those. The only thing is, I notice I want to have a centennial to one side as I'm working, because there are some details missing. If you look closely there are these little balls or circles on his gown, and on the cards they have little sort of starburst red flowers in them, and here they're just empty white circles. So that tells me there's probably details missing. Oh, also in the mountains here, you don't have the blue of the mountains, just the white. Like, usually see blue mountains with white snow caps, and here the whole thing is white. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those. What I think I'd really like to do is scan them and then get some kind of a Photoshop or some kind of program where I can remove some lines or switch some things around, alter it enough to kind of make it my own thing. I'm not really sure if there's a problem with copyright on this book, reusing these images. Once I've colored them in, does that make them mine to use? I don't know. I think it depends on how much you change it. It might require more than just simple coloring in of the images. It might require more alteration. But once I've done that, who's to know other than me telling you now? I mean, the images could have been taken from any RWS Pixie images. I don't know if there's any codes of any kind embedded in these images to tell you they're from this particular book. And this is by Sounds True Publications, so not sure what she did to get around the copyrights of US games, but who knows? This is all pretty sketchy stuff anyway. So, there's some ideas for you about working on your own tarot designs. And another video. I think I'm going to try a little hashtag challenge for you. Till then, see you later.